Hi, Aries. Thanks for your patience with this reading. So we're just going to start shuffling because I know that you guys kind of feel like you're on a teeter-totter. You know, like one day everything feels really very much like you are the warrior and you can do this and life is good and all of that. Your planet of Mars has moved into Cancer. So there's this watery element to that warrior status. You know that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out, but until you can clearly see like the clouds parting, you know, you won't believe it. And I mean, literally, like I like doing this reading for you right now. It's beautiful. The cards are gorgeous. But I feel like this is going to kick in for you in a really understated, sort of shocking kind of way, where you're just going to, it's like you're going to be sitting there one day and you're going to be like, maybe this has already happened to some of you, but you're going to sit back and be like, wow, like I don't have to be angry anymore. And I don't have to be hurt anymore. And I don't have to be passive aggressive, or I don't have to be aggressive at all. I don't have to fight for my cause because I already got it. Like there's nothing left to fight for. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that? Yes, you're always constantly fighting and you're always moving forward and but it's like you don't have to be the bulldog. You don't have to be, because everything's just kind of starting to show itself to you. So we have the Four of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. And this is exactly what I mean, because I feel like what's going to happen is it's going to be it's like almost the calm before the storm, but there's no storm coming. And the clouds kind of part and everything is very quiet and still. That's you. Yes, Chiron being in your sign is showing you the wounds that you need to heal, but because you understand so much from it being in your 12th house, in Pisces being your 12th house anyways, is a very difficult placement to have. But because Chiron was in your 12th house for so long, you already got all that mushy wounding business, shadow side stuff taken care of. And now it's just all about you and where you have personally been holding yourself back, where you have been sabotaging yourself. Where is your identity being shown, right? So there's this aha moment that you have in May. And you realize that everything has really fallen into place. And why am I fighting? I don't have to fight anymore. There's no reason for me to fight anymore. I have worked my ass off. I manifested what I really, really want in life. And now there's like this peaceful existence that comes over you. Now, if you're not the Aries that's going through that, this may not be the reading for you. You may want to check your rising and your moon signs as well. But the clouds are parting. See what I mean? Some of you out there don't necessarily believe me quite yet because you're still trying to get up that hill. The 7 of Swords, right? The 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. You're still trying to get up that hill. You're still think I can. Still, some of you are still feeling very deceived by certain people. Individuals will clarify to see exactly what that 7 of Swords is. Sometimes the 7 of Swords is just emotionally detaching from things for self-preservational purposes. Like, it doesn't really have to be that hard kind of thing. The struggle doesn't have to be this hard, this difficult. Okay. So it's almost a I'll believe it when I see it type feeling. Let's see what this 4 of Swords is. When you need some time away. Oh, okay. So you may have an earth sign in your life or somebody that has pulled away from you a little bit. The King of Pentacles on the 4 of Swords. Either you are taking some time for yourself, or somebody else is kind of taking a time out from the two of you. But it's a good, I mean, like, it doesn't feel negative. It feels like there are healing moments within this timeout. It feels like a timeout, but it feels like there are healing moments within that timeout. Let's see what this 10 of Pentacles is. Yeah. If you are still kind of going back and forth about what it is that you want out of what you want that 10 of Pentacles to look like for you, it doesn't have to be clear right now. I feel like you're still in the process of manifesting things, but while you are manifesting things, make sure that you're staying the positive mindset, because this 9 of Cups is the wish card. And when we try to manifest from a place of lack, we just get more lack mentality. We just get more lack. We feel like it's not good enough. What we're doing is not good enough. Where we're going is not good enough, yada, yada, yada. If you are manifesting from a place of, I already have it, I just, now I get to have more, and now I just get to work towards having more, you can surely get more out of life. You can surely push forward. You can, because I feel like you're coming to the end of some cycles where that lack mentality is less and less and less every day. Like, you're not having to think about, I don't have this, or I don't have this, or I don't, you know what I mean? It's a very clear indication of you worked your ass off and you're getting to where you're going, but you're not doing it in a bitter, resentful kind of way. Like, I'll show them. No, that's not what it's coming from. That's very passive aggressive, right? Where we don't want to go. You're stable, you're grounded, you're seeing the future in front of you, you're seeing the clouds start to part, you're seeing that there is a silver lining within those clouds, you're seeing that the rainbow is coming, you know what I mean? It's like all of the good things that you've been working towards are starting to show up. And it's like that very soft whisper. It's a quiet voice. It's not this huge, grand thing, and that's okay. Like, the 8 of Pentacles is saying, you got to take it steady. You got to take it slow. You have to take it step by step in order to get there. Yes, magic exists, but we also have to work our ass off to retain that magic. That's the way that I've always seen it. But when you have faith and when you trust and you allow yourself to believe that you deserve to be happy and you deserve to have everything that you've ever wanted, that's where manifesting things from a place of abundance and not a place of lack comes in. See what I mean? You see the difference? So, yes, we're all going to question. Yes, we're all going to be in that place where it's like, do I take this road? Do I take that road? I don't know what road to take. When it all comes down to it, it's not about right or wrong. It's about learning the lesson. If you take a road and it doesn't work out the way that you thought it was going to, or it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to, you just change directions and you go down another road. You lick your wounds. You allow yourself to say, okay, I learned my lesson. I won't do that again. Let's go another direction, right? It's all about learning the lesson. It's not about right or wrong. And you guys have clearly saw that. You guys clearly saw that while Chiron is in Pisces. Now that Chiron is in your sign, now you get to say, all right, healing, all right, wounds that I need to heal from the past, bring it on, because I'm ready for it. I am ready to show everybody what I've got. I'm ready to show everybody what I can manifest. I'm ready to work really hard to do it. Don't lie to yourself and say that you can't, because you're in a good position to make things happen. Yes. And I know you guys are not very patient. Usually fire signs aren't. I have a lot of fire in my chart too. It took me a long time to learn how to be patient. But that 7 of Pentacles is saying, when you plant those seeds and when you allow yourself to manifest from a place of abundance, those seeds are going to grow into something, this 10 of Pentacles up here. And if you're not wishy-washy about what you want, if you're not wishy-washy about manifesting it, because you can't just tell the universe, I want to be happy, and expect for, because then the universe is going to take away every single thing that makes you unhappy, and that could be everything in your life. I've told that story, that parable story, to a couple of signs already. Because we're all in that place right now with Saturn and Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn and the South Node in Capricorn. You know, that's in your 10th house. That's in your career sector. And that's what has been getting hit the most. Career, family, public life, the way people see you. And the more you allow that karmic activity to take away from yourself, what is Aries? Aries is the I am, right? In fact, I might call this reading the I am movement. You guys are the self. You guys are the first signs. And it's not about what you represent to other people. It's what you represent to yourself, first and foremost. Self, right? And you don't want, you know, just because Mars is in Cancer, which is really funny because my Mars is actually in Cancer. So I know what that feels like. It's a very, I get very emotional about, like, emotionally charged about getting things done. And that's how you're going to be reacting to this energy right now. I'm going to get very emotionally charged about getting things done. But you can't do it from a place of lack. And you have to understand that patience is the key here because you planted the seeds and you're letting it come to you. I'm curious to see what the Seven of Swords is because, and of course the card didn't flip over. Yes. All right. Oh, see. Okay. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Judgment time, karma, bring it. Bring it. 10 of Wands and the Death card. So either there's a Scorpio in your life that's making you work harder than you need to be working. We'll lay that one out there on the table first. Or this transformation, you're almost to the end of it. Yes, it's been a really, really long journey. Yes, it's been really, really hard, but you're almost there. And that's what I mean by the clouds parting and like the sun is coming out and you're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're finally starting to see the rainbow and like see how everything is coming together. But the more you sit in a place of, oh my God, where is it? When is it going to get here? The longer it's going to take for it to get here. So don't come from a place of lack mentality. Come from a place of abundance. And I know that it's coming and I planted the seeds and I see that it's going to be happening. If it has to do with an earth sign or a Scorpio that is resisting you in some way, shape, or form, don't let other people stop you from moving forward. I feel like the past, the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords, going back into the past and reliving that and feeling the hurt and the pain of that, when that happens, that's a wound that needs to be healed because we don't want to live in the past. When you are fearful of moving forward, this is what I teach in my one-on-one alignment coaching. So if you haven't done a coaching session with me, this is kind of the idea behind it, okay? So when we are not aligned in the present and we sit in the past and we dwell on the past things that have happened and we say, oh my gosh, but I'm hurting so much from this and I'm hurting so much from the past and this, I'm hurting so much because the past did me wrong. Sitting in the past is not aligning to your present. If you can't align to your present, you can't align to a future that you want or you want to. And that's where the lack mentality. Sitting in the past is an illusion. You're just eluding yourself. If you sit over here and you think, but what if I did this? But what I did this wrong and I did this wrong, or this person did this to me. If you sit in the past and you think about all of the hurts, you can't move forward. So when those things come up, you have to allow them to move through you. And how do you do that? You have to release the blockages that hold you back. And you have to admit and be vulnerable to all of the things, all of the bitterness, all of the anger, all of the rage, all of the whatever sadness, pain, whatever it is that's holding you down. You have to admit to all of that and release it. You feel it. You breathe through it. You say, oh, look, there's my shirt. I forgot to tell you guys about my shirt. You can get this on my website along with a ton of other shirts in my mug. Everything is figure outable. Perfect timing. Allowing yourself to move through all of the pain from the past is going to not only bring you to the present, but it'll help you manifest the future. It's time for you to do this, though, because there is somebody who is going to show up for you. And you want to be open for it. You want to be ready for it. We have Judgment and the Two of Cups and the Three of Wands. And if some of you are waiting for that special someone to be in your life, the universe is saying it's time. It's coming. It's time. Welcome to it. But if you are still sitting in the past, in the bitterness and the anger and the rage and the lack mentality, this can't show up in your life. That's where that judgment comes in. That's where that karma comes in. It all depends on you. So we have the Strength card, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like there is an earth sign in your life. I literally want to say there's an earth sign in your life that gives you life. Could be also a Leo energy as well. Somebody just very stable. It doesn't even have to be an earth sign. They could have earth in their chart somewhere. Somebody who's very stable. But you have to end and walk away. So we have I want you to see here, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. There are individuals in your life that are children, basically. It doesn't have to be actual children, but they're childish. And they're holding you back. And it's time to end those. It's very, very karmic for you. Could be a Capricorn energy that you're dealing with. But there's this lack of faith with them. It's time for you to let go. The Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords is saying you have to walk away from the people that make you feel small. You have to walk away from the people that make you feel like there's no hope, like there's no goodness left. You know, it's time to release the negative energies, the people that make you feel like you're not good enough, and it's time to move on. And the thing about it is, you know, what I teach in the alignment sessions is what is it that you are doing to hold yourself back from having the love of your life, from having, you know, from it took me a very long time to get to a place of acceptance, and then all of a sudden everything started happening for me. And I want to share that magic with other people. That's why I do the one, because it's different for everyone. If I could tell you what the magic sentence is for every single person as a general overview, I would do it, but it's different for everyone. But there's a way to get around the pain that other people have caused you, and to stop allowing them to do it. Even people that haven't been in your life for 10 years, 8, 10, 15 years. We still hold on to that sometimes, that bitterness and anger and rage. And it stops you in your tracks from all of this beautiful abundance that you've been working towards, right? And May is going to show that to you loud and clear. And it might be actually May, June, July, August, September, October that could show that to you with this retrograde of Saturn and Pluto, because we'll go through other retrogrades during that time as well. Jupiter's also in retrograde. If you don't know the moon and the devil, if you don't know still what it is that is the karmic activity in your life, it's time to figure that out. And a lot of times the reasons why we don't know what the karmic activity is in our life, or the things that we are obsessed with, or the things that we need to deal with, the reason why we don't know about it is because we're not being honest with ourselves. And the moon's all about being honest with yourself and confronting yourself and being real with yourself. Yeah. All right, Aries, thank you again for your patience with all of this. It was a really great reading. I feel like you guys are coming into a time of a very clear awakening where you're not going to put up with the BS anymore. You know, it's it's time for your I am moment, right? It's time for your I am movement. I love you guys. If you're interested in having a one-on-one coaching session with me on my website, you can find that all of that information on my website, what it means. Also, you can email me if you have any questions. I'm also doing emergency readings. If you would like to have an emergency reading with me, I will be opening up or doing personal readings again in June. May is just kind of crazy. So, yeah, I love you all and take really good care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Bye.